Welcome back to the post-game show where the GW women's game has just wrapped up with the GW victory of 55-49. I'm Parker Jensen. To help me with some post-game analysis is our own Cole Antuski, who is live in the Smith Center. So Cole, what did both teams do to change their play going into the second half?
Well, let's start out with GW first, and quite honestly, they really didn't change their game plan for the first half. We talked about how they were able to get post-entry passes to perimeter kickouts, which opened up their three-point game and mid-range jumpers, so they continued to do that. And in terms of UMass, they really tried to step up the intensity on defense. They were much more aggressive on that player in the paint, and they rotated a lot quicker to those perimeter shooters, but GW was still able to shoot the ball efficiently and still able to come out with a victory.
So shooting was a key issue for UMass. How did they change their play going into the second half to face this GW defense?
Well, I think they just tried to work the ball more inside, and they became a lot more desperate. So you saw a ton of cross-court passes, and that led to some quick turnovers early on in the second half. But they put up some kind of bad shots, but really they tried to slash, which was very tough against GW's effective zone.
Both in the pre and halftime show was GW's three-point scoring, specifically Malin Bautista. She did not do well at Dayton, but as you said in the halftime show, she was doing very well in the first half. Did this carry over into the second half? And if so, how did she do, and how was her three-point shooting changing GW's offensive play?
Yeah, it did carry over, and she continued to be absolutely lights out from three-point range. She had 2 3-pointers when the shot clock was winding down with about 3 seconds left. She got the ball at the top of the key and absolutely buried a couple of huge threes. So overall, I think this would be very encouraging for Malin to go look at when she's reviewing tape. She had a great game. She shot the ball well, and she was her usual floor general self, getting other teammates involved, working the ball down to the post. So overall, great game from her.
Well, speaking of another issue, GW, we were talking about their rebounding. How was the rebounding specifically in this game, and who was like a key player for the rebounding for GW?
Yeah, so rebounding was a big emphasis in the second half, and you can tell that Coach Azadi told her girls to really crash the glass in this second half. They did a great job getting offensive boards. They did a great job making sure they're boxing out on the defensive end. And Kelly Prange did a great job in terms of rebounding and making sure that her defensive presence was felt. And we also have to give a huge shout out to Kelly. She reached the 1,000 point mark in her career at GW. She was able to get a lot of open looks around the elbow area. So she did great. And like I said, congratulations to her. That's a huge accomplishment. So congrats to Kelly.
Well, it's definitely something big, and it's good to see that Malin Bautista and Kelly Prange are going out there and getting those shots to go in. Finally, what can we see, what can we take away from this game to help them as they go on the road?
Well, I think the biggest thing, keep the ball moving, keep getting Malin, keep getting Kelly involved, and also make sure that you're really focusing on being a defensive presence. Although they did decent against UMass, I do think there's room for improvement in terms of their ability to be shot blockers and contest those open looks in the paint. I also think that their zone was a little slow at times, rotating to open shooters. So those are some things to improve upon. But overall, based on the offensive scoring, based on the offensive efficiency, this is something that can really be a beneficial aspect to look at for the GW Women's Colonial basketball team.
Yeah, giving up those points has been crucial for the Lady Colonials in the past few games, so we have something to work there, but their offensive scoring has been phenomenal. You are right there. So hopefully they can carry that as they go on the road. Well, thank you so much, Cole, and thank you for the people at home for watching. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter, Facebook GW-TV, Twitter GWTV, and join us right back here on Saturday as the GW men's team will be taking on VCU. Coverage will start at 4 p.m. Well, thank you so much for watching. From Unstoppable Live, I'm Parker Jensen, and we'll see you right back here on Saturday.